Do you know that a person in your life is stopping you from achieving what you want in life? This person constantly judges your character, creativity, outputs, and anything you want to do or become. You happen to know this person. Very well, in fact. You know this person's fears, judgments, failures, successes, hidden secrets, triggers, and past and future desires. You know every single detail. Why is it important to know who this is? Because once you realize what's holding you back, you can unlock your brain and unleash your true potential. You can become the best version of yourself, more creative, more logical, and anything you want to become. Okay, so let's start. Any wild guesses about who it is? Of course, you know. That person is you. You are your only limitation. Even if you think someone else is trying to stop you, you are limiting yourself. Before you think this is some other motivational video with abstract suggestions and no actionable insights, I want to let you know that this video will be very different. I will explain why this happens and how you can practically apply this knowledge to your life. Then, if you liked the video, please help me by giving this video a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell for more. You can also add your thoughts or requests in the comment section below. So you may say, "Okay, wow, thanks for reminding me. That's a great help. But let me tell you, you're always holding yourself back from being all you can be because of the beliefs programmed into your brain over the years. They are simply a result of experiences and interactions with others. They are not facts. They are merely opinions based on how we were taught to think. And now it's time to change that. Understand this concept, and I promise you will start to take responsibility and accountability for yourself. You will also start to see your thoughts as separate from you. And you will also understand that nobody will come to save you and change your life. You need to take action. Unless you understand this idea, no self-help book, article, or motivational video can help you be the best version of yourself. You are the #1 person keeping you from soaring high and becoming your best self. Once you finally accept and realize that, everything will change and fall into place. You switch from a limitation mindset to one that flows, allows, and thinks of possibilities. So why does it happen? And how can you use this knowledge? I love taking abstract concepts and distilling them into the bare mechanics to explain them simply. I want to understand the root cause. Why did nature install such a flaw in us? Or it isn't a flaw? I researched this, and this is the best answer I could find. Our brain still carries this ancient software where the default is a constant scanning of danger. It is wired to scan for danger, whether physical or imagined. Therefore, we constantly judge whether something is safe or not in milliseconds. We have evolved over hundreds of thousands of years and predominantly developed and refined our survival instinct. Our ancestors would have never imagined the comfort, opportunities, supply, and technology we have today. During survival times, it made sense for us to have the instinct. Comfort was rare, so taking risks or leaving the comfort zone meant death in most cases. But we live in different times today, and this constant fear limits us from doing things that can help us unleash our true potential. Fear. False evidence appearing real. Fear stops us from trying, prevents us from doing what we love, and drives us to stay where we are and never chase our dreams or goals. As soon as we think of new ideas, concepts, things we want to do, or adventures we want to take, our limbic system, or the so-called reptile brain, kicks in and limits us from pushing through. It has all the right intentions when it comes to protecting our physical bodies, but it will only be a limitation for other worthy causes we want to engage in. Remember this analogy. We have a highly evolved ancient survival software installed in our brain. The good news is that by working with your subconscious, you can unlock your brain, acknowledge your fear and its purpose, and work your way to your goals. I will now share some methods that help me through the process. First, the HALT Method. Never decide if an idea is good or bad if you're in one of the following states: hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Whenever you feel like you're being rushed to make a decision, stop, think, and postpone to a time when you are not in one of these states. I usually leave it to be actioned first thing in the morning. Do not take action in one of those states. Postpone your decision-making and resume when you are feeling better.
Imagine trying to run Windows 10 on a calculator. It would be overwhelming for the calculator. Poor thing. Essentially, that's what we're trying to do when we're in fight or flight mode. The last thing our brain wants to do is think creatively and use all its potential.
Secondly, do not overshare. Next is not sharing what you plan to do with your family, friends, or colleagues unless it's indispensable. Through experience, I noticed that as soon as I do that, I may receive the wrong feedback that affects me negatively subconsciously. I instantly put on loop all my failures and why I won't be able to make it. As much as possible, speak with facts. The worst thing to go through is telling your friends about your plans, failing to do them, feeling shameful, and reinforcing that limiting belief. The third method, self-mentoring. However ridiculous the ideas or thoughts you come up with, write them down with no judgments. That's the first step to making it real. Write them down. Let every single idea out. Then, take your ideas through a template document. This document will have specific questions listed, questions that would have been created in a state where you're at your best. These questions act as a constraint for you to think creatively and mentor yourself. Get your ideas, thoughts, and anything you want to do through these questions. As I said, treat this template as you mentoring yourself at times when you're at your lowest. The highest version of myself mentors the lowest version of myself. Here are some questions you can ask yourself. Why would it work? Why wouldn't it work? If I finally achieved this 1 year from now, how would I feel when I look back? If I'm on my deathbed and look back to this day, would I have regrets that I didn't do this or not? Is this a priority? Does it align with my values? Once ready, dissect your idea into the most straightforward and simple actions or habits you can develop. Then prioritize, take action, learn new insights, and go into your idea's next experiment or iteration. You want to create a system of momentum here and compound your efforts over time. Use the law of compound interest to your advantage. The more action you take, the more you believe in your potential. The more potential you have, the more action you take, and you start a positive feedback loop. And that's all for this video. Imagine it's a year from now and you met yourself. What achievements, goals, or dreams have you achieved? I hope these insights help you as much as they have helped me. I'm building these videos to help myself remember these concepts. As I said earlier, I want the best version of myself to mentor the lowest version of myself and come out quicker from a negative feedback loop. Remember, the only person who can help you become your best version is yourself. You are your only limitation. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you loved this video, please help me by sharing it with your friends and family. Give a thumbs up and hit that notification bell to watch more. If you have any feedback or subjects you want us to explore together, just drop a comment below. Stay tuned.